Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willow Band Journals. This is my newest journal collection. It is a Granny Chic collection. I have made quite a few Granny Chic journals in the past, including one with this cover and one similar to this. Actually, I made three similar to this. They were caravan journals. So many people were inspired by the caravan journals and saying how it connected with their own stories of living in a caravan or going caravanning. So that was really cool. This one I'm calling the doily one. This one's probably my favorite. I have included this particular page in one of my own journals just because I love doilies. I love collecting them. I love using them in my journals. I think they're so pretty. My grandma also made her own doilies and she passed down some to me. So very, very special. And then I just love the idea of collections in this journal of teacups and saucers and plates and vintage goodies. So I do try to pair the journal with the pages with the cover so that it's all speaking to me about a certain theme. I'm not sure if it translates when you watch a flip through, but to me I know why I place each page in each particular journal. So this one I'm calling the Caravan Journal. This one I'm going to call the Faith Journal because I see this figurine here praying, and on the back you can, should I show you the back of this one? This one's got like a picnic rug or picnic blanket set up with the picnic supplies. So I thought that was kind of going with the outdoorsy theme and the home comfort vibe. And then here, I'll give you a look at this one, the cover. And then this one is just the Granny Chic journal in the Granny Chic collection. I have made one of these before in the past as well, just with that whole general vibe of Granny Chic with patterns and the florals, the vintage, the colours, the retro, love, love, love. So I'm going to start off with a flip through of my favourite one. So we have a vintage theme throughout and just all things that make me think of Granny Chic, the book, which I've done a flip through on my channel before, and I've got multiple copies. I've used the last pages now in these journals, and I have kept some pages for me to use in my personal journals, and I have one copy that I will never cut up just because I want to flip through it for my own inspiration. So we've got vintage piano paper, and we have our feature pages from the book itself. I should say these journals are available in my Etsy now. If anyone is interested, just check the description box below for a link to my Etsy shop, Willow Band Journals. I love this. This reminds me of a gallery wall and is inspiration for my own gallery wall of things I love. And then here we've got a vintage bird card, and I've used images from the, I keep saying magazine, the book with the Polaroids. These are one of my favorite things about this book, the Polaroids. It makes me want to journal with Polaroids, basically. And I've cut them out. I've backed them onto a coffee dyed paper, just stitched around, so you can use them as journaling cards to write on the back. But the front is just lovely. Vintage music paper. I've got parchment paper here for different texture. I love these beautiful lampshades. Look, wouldn't that be gorgeous as a journal cover? As journal covers. We have a doily, beautiful pattern paper, so you can see the Polaroids incorporated in the book. Got a lovely, I think it's a dictionary page or encyclopedia type page, and that ties in with the book. I'm not sure you can see that, but the book here, and they all work together as a whole collection. So again, Granny Chic is into book reading and crafting and cooking and gardening and nature and animals and collecting vintage and all that kind of stuff. So that's the vibe I'm going for. So this one is like letter writing paper as well. So the Granny Chic world is into letter writing and stationery and journaling, record keeping, documenting a life and memories. Vintage tea card and another Polaroid. So just lots of fun things in here. Another book page, vintage book page, and a gardening piece clipped in here. The florals, wallpaper as well. That reminds me of Granny Chic, the wallpaper, beautiful patterns and, you know, vintage wallpaper, all that sort of thing. And I've got enough, I love the pencil here, blank space to add your own writing, and I would cover up anything that I don't like on the pages or use it as background. Like if I put my own photo here, I would keep some of the writing behind to peek through. And other pages I would leave as is, or I might maybe journal in the blank spaces, but hopefully a nice mix of writing space, but also places to cover things up and to appreciate the beauty already on the pages. Another gorgeous Polaroid journal card. This is one of my handmade collage journal cards with manila folder on the back. Oh no, this one actually has coffee dye paper on the back, all using vintage papers and covered with sewing pattern paper. So I love the texture and the vintage look to it, and again just ties in with the Granny Chic theme of sewing, crafting, creating, knitting, crocheting, all that kind of thing, and definitely does remind me of both of my grandmas who were very creative. This one here is a lovely vintage style envelope, and paint chip reminds me of like decorating, the Granny Chic decorating of painting walls and things like that. So that is the whole vibe we're going for when I was creating these. I'll give you a look at these ones. I'll go a bit quicker. This one I had more of a home vibe, you know, the caravan, so a cozy vibe of going through the door, cushions and lampshades, again a door scene, the balcony, and hanging up your bag, and a chair, you know, comfort, sitting on a chair, writing in your caravan, reading in your caravan, creating and crafting your caravan. There's a bed, you know, comfort and coziness. So sort of the house, window curtains, went for sort of a house vibe to go with like the abode of a caravan. Again, house scenes, just home scenes, scenes of home. And a journal can be a cozy, comforting home, a safe place, a sanctuary. So there's the chair, settle in, sit down, pull up a chair, blankets and rugs and things. Love, love, love. See like the carpet rug, runner, come on inside, that type of thing. And then this one's just really sweet too. They've all got their own unique look, but all I want them, you know, to work as a collection. So having that Granny Chic vibe. Shoes, take off your shoes, you're on holy ground, kind of reminds me of. And I mean, you could take up a seat, you know, spend time together, have a cup of coffee together. You can put your own story in it. That's how I do it whenever I'm putting these pages together. I create sort of my own story, my own meaning, and hopefully either you enjoy that, you connect with it, and that's what, you know, leads you to, if you end up purchasing one of my journals, it's because you've connected with the story, or if not my story that I've put into it, you connect with the things, the images, the words, the pages and the ephemera. You connect with that yourself and you see your own story in there. And ruffled lace, love that too. So either way, whether you connect with the story that I put into the journals or whether you connect with your own story from what I've put in the journals, that's my aim, is you're getting a journal that you connect with. And, you know, it's more than a journal. It's this sentimental, meaningful canvas that you can then pour out your own stories into. So this one just has the whole Granny Chic vibe, lots of, you know, crochet and wool and textures and patterns and crafting and all that kind of stuff. So maybe one of these resonated with you more, and that's why I like collections as well. I often do collections with my journal making because they each have their own character. You know, this one has a sewing machine, maybe that connects with you, and yeah, it allows me as a creator to express my, you know, artistic, creative streak in these journals, to give them all a different sort of theme, a different sort of vibe, and then hopefully one of these more than the other connects with you, and there's that choice. I love making journals where you can put in a story, where it's not just, oh, here's a bit of paper, slap it together. off you go. With all my journals, yeah. Some more than others, have more of a story than others, but all of them, that's what I'm thinking about, is what pages go together, how does this work with the theme, how does it all fit together and, you know, inspire someone else to, or myself to pour myself in there. It's different with my journals that I make for me though, because my journals tend to be plain, because it's not about the pages so much for me, it's about what I put onto those pages. But when I'm creating them for other people, I want to have something there that already connects you with it. So yeah, those are the journals. I hope you enjoyed that flip through. Very rambly, chatty video today. Feel free to check out my Etsy shop down below if you're interested in any of these journals. Hope it can be a treasure for someone, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Big special thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in January. If you would like to become a patron in February, and the link is down below, and that is where you get access to extra videos, all my printables, all my digital kits in my Etsy. There are post tiers, mail tiers, and journal tiers as well. There is a Marco Polo tier and just lots of fun stuff over there. There is also a link to all of my available courses down below in the description box. You can join those anytime for all of my Patreon and courses. They're monthly subscriptions that work just like Netflix or Spotify, and you're charged on the date that you sign up, and you can cancel anytime.